Hey everybody, Lorelia here. It's been a while since I've did a video, but wanted to come to you to talk about something that I see very common here in the marketplace, especially on Instagram. But what happens is that a lot of people are still trying to figure out this whole puzzle of business credit, business funding. So that's why I titled this Why an LLC and a Bank Account is Not Going to Get You Business Funding. And I'm going to go into it. I'm going to give you a very modified version of what I mean. I want people to just think kind of logically. I think you need to start with what it is that you want. So understand, if you're just trying to get like a Capital One card, which is not really a business credit card because it reports on your personal credit, don't get me wrong, that's pretty much all you need. LLC, a bank account or what have you. But if you're really trying to get to real funding, which is what I help people with, um, later today I'm going to upload a testimonial of one of my clients that I work with, that I've been able to get. He got pre-approved for between 45 to 90,000. Now, of course, those results aren't typical. Every situation is different, but understand this person was coachable. And by following the strategies that I have put together, and the relationships that I have with lenders, because what I do is much different than what a lot of people do in the marketplace. Many people don't really have relationships with lenders. Pretty much all they're doing is taking different business credit platforms and saying, hey, you know what, apply for this and you can get that. Or go to this, or go to this credit card company and apply for that. Nothing wrong with it. But understand, the people that I work with are really interested in leveraging looking to leverage the maximize amount of funding that they can get access to build their business or get started in real estate. And so, going back to the topic at hand about why an LLC and a bank account is not going to really get you funding, think about it. Anyone with any type of know-how can go right online. There's many websites out there. You got what is it, LegalZoom, you got Swift filings. You could do it yourself right on the internet and file a LLC. Depending on your state, even here in New Jersey, about 2 years ago, I had created a new LLC for a particular business. And when I filed the paperwork with the county in my state, by the time I got home, which was less than an hour, I had already had a bank representative call me up and want to schedule an appointment for me to come in to talk about the banking products that they have. Okay, well then, Lorelia, then then what you're saying is true. Then what the title says, that's all you need: a LLC and a bank account. You can get business funding. But understand, the banking representative who was contacting me was not trying to get me to come to their banking establishment to give me a loan or to give me funding. They just wanted me to become a customer. But think about all the millions of people out there, thousands of people out there. New LLCs are created every day, but everybody's not going to get funding. So understand, there's a difference between filing and creating any type of business entity, well, whether it's an LLC, a corporation, an S corp, it doesn't matter. One's not going to get more faster funding than the other. There are more mitigating factors that are taken into account if you really are trying to get funding. That's why I said, if you're trying to just get, a Capital One credit card, anyone can get that. But when you're really trying to get optimal funding, the maximized amount of funding that you want, you're going to need more than just an LLC. There's a lot of little memes right on Instagram, on Instagram, on Facebook, where people are just saying, hey, if you want business credit, all you need is LLC. What did they say? LLC, a bank account, or what have you. If it was that easy, everybody would have funding. Why was trillions of dollars poured into the U.S. The economic system during the pandemic if getting funding was that easy? Now, I'm not going to, this is not to talk about whether, the Federal Reserve is real and, and if the US dollar is a fiat currency. That's not what this is about. This is about understanding the difference between crisis funding, which is what a lot of people got hold to. Understand the money that was issued during the pandemic. I call that crisis money. That's a totally different type of funding source than you going out there and trying to get funding on your own. Because see, the problem is that there's so many social media memes and things that people enjoy hearing. Like, people like hearing that the only thing you need is an LLC and a business bank account, and for some reason a windfall of money is going to just fall in your lap. That sounds good. That sounds great. But when you really start to go through the process to get the money, you realize it's not that easy. I talk to people every day, whether their credit is good, whether they're bringing in money from their business, they're still not able to crack the code. And it is a code. Because the reason why I say it's a code, every lender is different. There's not no straight across the board of this lender does this lender does that, because there are some lenders that all they do is credit card financing. There are some lenders who just do lines of credit. There are some lenders who just do loans. And with that being said, if they all do something different, their criteria is different. So there is no straight across the board process of, if I go to this lender, it's going to be different than that lender. That's why I always tell people the reason why I'm able to help people get the money that they want is because I have relationships with the lenders. I know what it is that particular lenders are asking for. I'm not doing the blanket, hey, go to ABC company and fill out this application online and make sure you put this and make sure you put that, and then voila, let's see how much money you can get. That's not what I do. Not to knock those who do it, for those who are looking for that. But how do you create a process for yourself and your business where you can learn what it is that different particular lenders are asking for? What is it that a lender looks for if you want credit card financing? What is it that a lender is looking for if you want lines of credit? What is it that lenders looking for if you want term loans? What is it that you got to provide? One of the biggest misconceptions, once again, the social media memes, your business credit report. Business credit reports have no place in getting you funding. Do they have a place? Yeah, they have a place if you're trying to get SBA funding or something. I'm not talking about SBA. I'm talking about money from institutional lenders, whether they're fintech, whether they're brick and mortar, so that's what I'm talking about. So understand, I want to leave you with this. If you're that person who have an LLC, have a bank account, and you're realizing it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy to just get business credit. I have people I talk to every day spinning their wheels. Those social media memes sound great, but when you really get to the thick of it, when you really get to the point, I just had a person who contacted me yesterday and is trying to figure out how he can convert the cards that he had for cash. I'm not talking about, doing a cash advance. There you go. So I just wanted to leave you with that because I'm seeing a lot of that, online. And now I see why when I have consults with people, people are just spinning their wheels because it's a lot of misinformation. And don't get me wrong, I'm never going to knock somebody's goal. If your goal is to really just get a $5,000 credit card, nothing wrong with that. There's a place for it. But how do you go from getting $25,000 or more in funding? For some people, there's a process. For some people, it's just making some small modifications and you can go right into the funding. But at the end of the day, learning the process is more valuable. And that's what I want to share with you. I want to share with you how that process works so you can now go into the new year. 2021 is upon us. And you can start to set yourself up to understand what is the process to get to that $25,000 or more in funding. Like I said, some people may need more work. Other people may be ready to go. But at the end of the day, it is obtainable. I can't say the word. It can be obtained for all of us if we just learn the rules. Many people don't want to learn the rules. Many people don't want to do the work. And I always say, if it was easy, because I want to tell people it's not easy. Does it take work? Yes. So when you see me post, when you see the video that will come online later today of that testimonial, understand that person put in the work. That person was coachable. It wasn't a magic trick. There wasn't a magic lender. There wasn't a magic application. There was a process. It's a system that I teach people. And I'm willing to teach you. If you would like to have a conversation, check out my website. Go to helpmegetbizcredit.com. I work a lot with real estate investors. I too am a real estate investor. We'll be posting more about the current things that I have going on in terms of deal flow. And I need to do some videos on deal financing because I think a lot of people don't quite understand how business credit can how it plays a part in putting together a deal flow, whether it's a fix or flip, buy and hold, or what have you. And I want to share some of that here on this channel as well. But the best way to learn more about what I do, go to help me, can't think of it, www.helpmegetbizcredit.com. And I'll talk to you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.